cracking, everybody? It's your boy DZRCKS, and this is the first episode of Real Talk with Rocks of 2022. I say first episode. I know we did a couple of tests, a couple of pilots, if you will, just to see how I kind of wanted to do it. And I kind of like the formula, made some tweaks, and obviously set up a couple of new things, which we'll get into. But first episode, new year. We got a good show for you guys, man. Yes, a lot of things already in 2022 have been happening, so I think we should definitely talk about a couple of things, talk about what's going to happen with the channel in 2022, a couple of new things and projects that I got going on. So, with that said, run that intro, let's get right into it. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, man, 2022. It's already been a crazy year. It's July. I don't know when this will be uploaded. Probably pretty soon. Yeah, I would say pretty soon, within the next day. Today is Thursday the 13th, something like that, whatever it is. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's been a crazy year already. We've had a couple of things happen. Well, before we even get into that, you already know how we got to start it. What you sipping, fool? So, we got a good, I love my whiskeys. We got a good, one of my favorite ones actually, randomly is Crown Apple, because I think some of the mixes that you can make with it are really good. Now, is this a good whiskey? No, it's not. It's not some of the things that we'll really be having on the show, but it is something that's one of my favorites, just to kind of easily drink, chill, have a good time, not get too sick. But it's always really good, and it goes well as a mixer. If you get an apple Crown, out of this world. Apple juice, Crown, ice, yeah, bomb. So anyway, cheers 2022. I guess that goes against my clean living thing. All right, so so first and foremost, well, yeah, check out the new background, you know what I mean? Like, check me out. Got everything set up, my desk, Xbox sign, my speakers, my computer. This whole thing is completely new. I never got to talk about this on the channel, but yeah, new computer. I'll give you guys a setup tour soon. It's not too, this was $1,700, something like that for, kind of everything that I have. But you guys got to see the new background in the previous video, my New Year's resolutions video. You guys got to see it there. But the difference between that and this is me sitting, and this is where my desk is. And when I stand, that's where you get to see the Paris pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where all of that is. So just as I don't keep redoing this and making that, just either stand up for shorter videos. For my podcast, I'll definitely be sitting down, because I don't want to stand for some long amount of time and make a video. I'd rather just sit and chill. So yeah, peep the new background, man. I'm feeling it. Team Rocks. Oh, this is, speaking of what you sipping, fool. This pretty much whiskey flask is like the dopest thing that I've seen. If you, we'll get to that soon. This is like the dopest thing. My neighbor Schroeder gave it to me. You guys are going to be seeing him soon on YouTube. He's going to do a whiskey cigar channel that I'm going to help him out with. But he got me that as a birthday gift, something to keep the whiskey in whenever, just having a good time. I guess it's called the Grenade, as I just learned, which is pretty dope. So yeah, he hooked me up with that. So pretty much whenever I buy stuff, I just pour it right in there and just drink out of it, because it just makes me feel classier. I'm not even gonna fake. It just does. So yeah, shout out to Schroeder for that. And that's why I'm gonna move it over just a smidge. Boom. Let's go in front of the speaker so you can see that DZRCKS joined Team Rocks. Yeah, gang. It's pretty dope. All right, so. Yeah, and I actually want to kind of show you guys the real new setup. Here, I will do this. So I will show you guys, and I'll link this. I'll put this video in with this video. I'm going to show you guys what I see. So, facing this way. Facing this way, this is what I see. I have my Sony A6 right here that I'm recording on. I usually keep my notes right above it until I get an actual, what is that, like a script thing? The thing that has the scripts for people so you can just like flow and stuff like that, and then I can just read it. I got my Sony A6. Under that, I have the Samsung Galaxy recording all of my audio, which I'm using a lapel mic right now, as you can see right here. I usually have these lights, and there's another light behind that I usually have, but I'm using natural light. And then the biggest new thing is I have this dope monitor that I made, just pretty much work at the old TV that I have that I didn't have anything to do with. So I hooked it up to the Sony A6, and now I got this monitor to pretty much see everything that I'm doing. So if you see me looking over, that's pretty much why. All right, done with that. Hey, how loud this chair is. I know you guys are gonna be able to hear it. And I know it's going to annoy me. I know it's going to be a problem. Anyway, so, yep, new setup, man. New things coming this year. Let's talk about some of the new things coming on the channel. So you saw the backgrounds. This is going to be a setup for the podcast. The other one is going to be a setup for head talking videos. I'm still going to get into my tutorials where I'll use my garage and my actual dance space. So definitely look out for those. Those are coming back out next week, or depending on how I set it up, I may wait until February to drop it, but just stay tuned for it for sure. What else? Yep, tutorial. Oh yeah. New channel stuff. New channel. This is why I got it up there, so I can remember what I'm supposed to be talking about. Yeah, channel news. So, like I said, tutorials are coming back. The next thing that's coming back is going to be, did you see that news? There's just a couple of episodes that are already out, but with new things happening, new jobs, new this, like I haven't had that much time to really just sit and write more so. So events pass, and I try to make sure those current events are there, but like I write, but I don't have the time to film and do all this other stuff. But did you see that news will be coming back because I'm on a different schedule that's going to allow me the time to do that. And that is going to be a big part of now what I do on the channel. I really want to bring a lot of comedy to it. So just prepare for did you see that news? Some skits and stuff like that. Some of the skits will be incorporated in that whole, I like to say broadcast, honestly. So I want to make sure that that is going like super dope. Oops, sorry if I keep tapping it. I want to make sure that that's super dope, super on point. Just so like everything that I want to do with it is really happening. And I'm actually collaborating with some other content creators. Jigman23 is one of them for sure. A couple of other people that we'll keep under wraps until we really start to do some work and you guys start to see it. But we have some skits already planned. We have just classes and stuff like that we want to do. So we're really collaborating a lot on a lot of the stuff going on. So you will see him a lot. So if you don't follow him, make sure you do, at JIGMAN23, Jigman23 on pretty much everything. Look for him on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all that. So make sure you hop on him. Ew. He wouldn't like that. So yeah, make sure we do that. What else is cracking on this channel, man? Did you see that news, tutorials? I think this channel is just more so, it's gonna go back to what it was, which is the bread and butter, the tutorials. Dropping Knowledge will be coming back. Musicality Mondays especially, I'm excited about coming back because of the way that I'm going to incorporate other dancers. You'll get a wide variety of options to really think about when it comes to musicality. And I think that's what's going to be dope about the whole thing. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's going to be dope. All this stuff is really going to be coming out closer to closer to February. So definitely look out for all of that. Groove Vision. See, I've talked about it before, but basically Groove Vision is going to be my idea is the e-news for dance, especially in Sacramento. We'll start there, obviously. But what I want to do is just give you guys more behind the scenes looks at events, talking to people, talking to dancers, talking to choreographers, just being able to just go there and get some of the real details about dancers and choreographers and everything that you really never get to see. You kind of just get to see videos and how everybody's dope, but you never really get to see them like work, lab, how events are made, how much money goes into this. Like the real nitty gritty of the dance industry, you never really get to see. So I want to make sure that Groove Vision is giving you that insight for you to really see like what goes into dance and what goes into everything you see on TikTok and Instagram. There's a lot that goes into that. Even the planning of a dope video that you like on TikTok, there's planning that goes into that. So understanding that side of it, I think will always give everybody a bigger appreciation. That's what Groove Vision is there to do. And, you know, make money and be dope. But yeah, no, it's definitely a dope idea that I had a while ago. It just became a little difficult to manage both channels at the same time, especially with other people working with me. You know, I had meetings and stuff like that. I wanted to get people in, but it just, in the end, it ended up being something that I couldn't necessarily do at that point. So, desktop. So yeah, so it, I just put it on the shelf for a little bit because I knew like, all right, once I come back, it's going to be dope. So it's going to be coming back. We're going to be taking it slow, just doing some basic stuff. But the idea of it is definitely what you want to log into. Definitely what you want to follow, subscribe to, because it's going to be so like, it's going to be a way different view than people ever get to. You have to be a dancer, like in it. Like, you got to be in it to see some of this stuff. And I think that's what's the most important part, because, you know, I think that's why a lot of people take it for granted, take dancers for granted, because, you know, they don't know what goes into it. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, come and do a little dance for my music video. And it's just like, but what? You should be, you don't even put in as many hours as I do for dance as you put in for rap. And you go, yeah, you do some little choreo with your little friends and stuff like that. You know, you guys, you know, we can't pay you, but exposure will be the thing. Like, what? Nah, fam. But if you knew what went into this, you'd be more than happy to pay, or you'd be more than honest to say, I can't afford you. And that's okay. So, Groove Vision is definitely going to just open the curtain just a little bit so people can really see what goes behind everything that we do. Because I think it's super important that people see. Super important. So there's going to be countdowns, everything that you can imagine, interviews, podcasts, like behind the scenes. So much stuff is going to go into that. So make sure you follow Groove Vision. I put all the information in the bottom so you can make sure you click it, or you can see it right here. Click it, follow, subscribe. We're going to be on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So follow us on everything. I think it's GROOVE Vision on, I think YouTube is Groove Vision. I think everything else is GRVVISION. So abbreviate Groove Vision, and then you should be able to find it. It's always lime green, so, you know, boop, boop. Stupid. So yeah, definitely make sure you follow that, because it's going to be super dope. All right, so let's take another sippy poo. I hate how loud this chair is. I'm definitely going to get a new chair. This is just the only level chair that I felt like I liked, but I just need to get a new. It's an old chair, so it's squeak, squeak, bow, bow. You hear everything that I'm doing. If I adjust my left nut a little bit, you can be like, whoa, what you doing? Okay, what else? Yeah, see, that's why I like the podcast, man. That's why I like the podcast. So, yeah, I get to sip, chill, kick it. Good stuff. It's good stuff. Cool. So we got the channel out the way. Yep. Got the new background. Oh, let's, I think the last question of the video was, let me know how you feel about the background. This one, how about, if there's something I didn't talk about today, if there's something you want to see out of the channel, put it in the comment box. And I would love to, get your guys' feedback, knowledge. Hey, I'll shout you out in the next video. So we should be dope. Actually, let me do that right now. So another segment that we're introducing is Last Comment Shout Out. Last comment shout out is where if you comment on the last video that I put out, if I like the comment, I am going to shout you out. So if you want to get that opportunity, make sure you get in the comment box, say something funny, do whatever you want to do. If I like it, I will get at it. Or if there's the question of the video and you answer it, what I feel like is not the best, but just an answer that I like, cool. Hop in. I would definitely shout you out. So question of the video the last time was, what are some of your goals and New Year's resolutions for the year? So the one I want to give a shout out to, comment-wise, is actually my homeboy, John Schroeder. He came on and he had a great, I just think he had a great comment. He has a great goal set. So his are working out, lose the gut. I got you. Play golf, which I'm definitely down for. Raise money for down payment on a house. Boom. I think that's a super dope. Like pretty much everything that he's saying is like, dang, I want to do that. Definitely got to play a lot more golf. I got to golf a little bit yesterday. You guys will get to see a lot more of that over this year. Got to golf a little bit yesterday. Saving a down payment for a house is definitely something that I'm looking to do. Just try to get a bigger place now and then get the house. But it's definitely something that I'm setting in motion to make sure that happens. Yeah, man, should be dope. So tie my hair up, actually. It's getting annoying. Length gang. So, who did we lose in 2022? There was a couple of celebrity deaths, man, that really sucked. First, definitely Betty White. I think, man, that just sucked. There's always just people that are like, everybody dies, so just always sucks when some people die. She was so awesome, and I think my favorite Betty White moment is when she said, if I had a dick, this is where I tell you to suck it. I think that's one of the greatest lines for an old lady in anything ever written. And she just delivered it like, boom. If you haven't seen Lake Placid, good for you. It's not that good of a watch, but still pretty cool. Still definitely one of her best lines. Who else did we lose? Bob Saget. I never really watched Full House. Wasn't really my thing. I did pretty much like his stand-up. It always felt like he was trying hard to be this way, but I didn't watch his stand-up till after Full House, but I guess his stand-up before that was pretty much the exact same thing. So how he got hired to be on Full House is beyond me. I don't really understand how that happened, but, all right, whatever. So I didn't watch Full House. Pretty much liked his stand-up. I do like him in Dumb and Dumber. And it's like, there's shit all over the walls. There's shit everywhere. It's it's the only part of that whole movie that I actually like. I don't know. Literally just thinking about it just makes me die laughing. It's literally one of my favorite scenes, like just of all time. I love that scene. And then when he was in Half Baked, he was like, weed? I suck dick for crack. You ever suck dick for weed? Probably some of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Funniest cameos of all time. I think he was on one of Jamie Kennedy's songs, Bob Saget or something like that. I think that's a thing. Pretty sure it's a thing. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. So that's the thing. So that was one of my favorites too. The only thing about Bob Saget is that there's this, I saw somebody post like, why are we celebrating a pedophile and all this other stuff? And the only thing that they brought up was the jokes made at the Comedy Central roast. I even researched it. There's no allegations of anything. Like Mary-Kate and Ashley love him. They don't, like, there's just nothing there to it. So I think just making jokes is just like one of those things. It's just like, fam, they're just making jokes. Like you can take it that way, and even he himself has made jokes about it. Not about allegations, but just like fucking the Olsen twins. which is funny if considering them older. He's not talking about during Full House when he makes the jokes. But yeah, I just don't, I just think it's based on some word of mouth, kind of ear to my ear bullshit, and I'm going to regurgitate it like it's fact. And I think people need to really kind of stop doing that. If you hear something, you don't want to celebrate somebody, do the research if you're going to talk about them. Because even when Kobe died, his rape allegations came up, but he actually had allegations and went to court. Bob Saget never had that. And I think for anybody to make sure that the time that they use to go against Bob Saget is when everybody's praising him when he dies, is one of those things. It's just like, you got to kind of look at yourself. Like, if you were talking the entire time he was alive, doing his thing, doing different things, stand up, this, that, and you're going to say something specifically just because other people are celebrating him in the wake of his death, I think that's way worse. Like, you got to kind of pick your spots. Either be there fully against him, but when people are celebrating him because of something tragic, you can't just pop in at that time. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, sucks he died. Yeah, rest in peace, Bob Saget. Other than that, what else do we see? Shit, Jesus Christ. Megan Fox and GK got married. And I don't know if anybody else saw this, but he proposed. They have that whole proposal on tape. But what happened oft, that's an interesting word. What happened off camera was that they drank each other's blood. I don't know if there's any more obvious way to show that these people in Hollywood are the weirdest. There's no way that everything like they say about people in Hollywood isn't true if that's what people are doing. Because what? That you couldn't convince anybody regular not in Hollywood to do stuff like that unless you're with some extra satanic murder people, drink blood. Like, those are the only people who would do it that aren't in Hollywood, or people like that. And we look at them like, whoa, you're a psycho. Yeah, I drink blood. Now we're supposed to look at them like, oh my God, like, couple goals, hashtag, you know what I mean? Like, what the I couldn't even believe when I first actually heard that. But yeah, they both posted it. There's no video, but they both posted it, which is just like, you're both, I don't know what you're sacrificing, what you're doing to get into Hollywood and make it big. I don't know, MGK got dogged by Eminem. Now he got to drink blood to really resurgence his career. I don't know, but I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't know. That's a weird thing. If some dude ever was just like, oh my God, like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but like, cut your wrist and let me sip on that real quick. I don't know a lot of women that are going to say yes. That just seems like a really weird compromise to spend the rest of your life with. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box. But other than that, let's go one more sip. Let's finish it up. So shout out to 2022. Check out everything that we're going on the channel. Real Talk with Real Talk with Rocks will be weekly, so definitely make sure you check that out on all social media platforms that we have. Check out Groove Vision. Make sure you're on top of that. Get on to the tutorials. If you happen to film yourself doing a tutorial, one of them that we put out, I will definitely shout you out, but that'll be something I talk about a little bit more in the next video. But other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Last salute to 2022, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. Good stuff. Good stuff.